Hello folks, Chris here on the Appalachian Trail in central Pennsylvania. Less than 4 hours before President Trump's ultimatum to the terror regime in Tehran, the theocratic fascists who murdered thousands, tens of thousands of their citizens recently, who were simply protesting the ineffectiveness of their corrupt government. This is a country the United States and Israel launched a conflict against a little over 5 weeks ago now. President Trump has issued an ultimatum. He's attempted peace talks, but it's going nowhere. And it looks like something dramatic could happen later this evening, less than 4 hours from now. Meanwhile, Ferrayas, Lügners and Betrügners throughout the American political establishment have been using this conflict for their own political gain, betraying this country and betraying the interest of our nation with their political nonsense, including social media commentators. Idiotic things being stated like invoking the 25th Amendment. Why? Because President Trump used impolite language. He used profane language. Yeah, I criticized that myself for his tweet on Easter Sunday. But for these clowns to pretend that they don't use that sort of language and they don't behave in the same fashion, most of them, is just hypocrisy of the highest order. Also, what President Trump said was not illegitimate. It may have been uncouth and profane, but not illegitimate. Oftentimes, I would wish you used different language for these things, but it just doesn't always work out that way. But the bottom line here is, at a time America is at war, a time that America is in the midst of a conflict, a war started by these Iranian nut jobs, these Islamo-fascists 47 years ago, the people who've murdered millions, or thousands of Americans, I should say, not millions, thousands of Americans. Yeah, we have the likes of social media commentators like Tucker Carlson, or as Mark Levin likes to call him now, Tucker Carlson. That's kind of entertaining. But Tucker Carlson, who bends with the wind, and you could see that when he interviewed Vladimir Putin, gave the man a propaganda stage for an hour. It was ridiculous. You knew that he was gone then. But Carlson implying that Trump will use nuclear weapons tonight against Iran. This is idiotic nonsense. Where does this stupidity come from? And Carlson was abusive comments of Trump about his social media posts on Sunday were ridiculous too. Defending Islam, attacking Trump. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Trump was uncouth. It was uncalled for. But quite frankly, what you need to do with President Trump is watch his actions. Don't listen to his rhetoric. His rhetoric is rhetoric. His actions are quite different, and they're often not in line with what he says. And an awful lot of what he said during this conflict has simply been battlefield deception. The fact that the likes of Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones and others can't catch on to that is a bit surprising. They're such smart people with such big followings, yet they can't figure out the basic thing that Trump is gaslighting the Iranians. Wake up. Smell the coffee, boys.